Hi there, welcome to Pitchside once again. As you can see, we are at the Mandela National Stadium. Welcome to Inside CHAN 2024, a segment that is dedicated to this beautiful tournament that is happening in the three East African nations, that is Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. As you can see, Uganda has just concluded their third game in the group, and the fans are walking back home very, very excited. We promised you that we're going to be always talking about Inside CHAN, breaking down what's happening at the tournament, and we're only two people always that you're going to be seeing Inside CHAN. So I'm joined by the midfield general, Yasser Mugerwa. I'm going to tell him to say hello to you guys, and we continue. Yasser, welcome to Inside Pitchside. Welcome to Inside CHAN 2024, Yasser.
Well, hi everyone.
Yeah.
We are here after our third game as the Uganda Cranes, and we are very happy that we got the results that we wanted. And everyone is excited as well. We are even topping the group at the moment. So everyone is happy here. And,
Yasser is also excited. He's lost his voice as a matter of fact. But guys, first of all, allow me to let you know that Inside CHAN 2024 is proudly sponsored by Kayonza Sports Center. If you need quality sports material or football boots, sandals, shin guards, everything that you need, please pass by Kayonza Sports Center. That is near Kabira Country Club on the Bukoto Chisasi Road. Pass by and get yourselves a very good and quality sports equipment. Yes, sir, we've just watched a very exciting game. The Cranes have just dismantled Niger to win by 2-0. Impressive performance from everyone. Let me start with your overall view. How have you seen the game and what's your analysis?
I would say the game overall performance, it wasn't that good like the previous game. The game we played, I don't know why the players didn't play with the same determination, though we got the result we wanted. But for me, I would say it wasn't the same way they played against
Guinea.
Against Guinea. But I was sure we are going to get the 3 points. We got an early goal. I don't know if it disorganized the players and they didn't play as we all expected. They played well, of course, but we failed to control the game. You see, most times when you lead by maybe 2 goals, you have to try and keep the ball, but we failed to keep the ball. We are playing like we are looking for a lead. So I think there we failed, though we got some good performances from some players. Not some, actually the players we always talk about still came today and showed up that they are doing a great job. Players like Sserunjogi, players like Okello, so they performed so well. Though we failed to control the game.
All right, thank you, Yasser, for that insight. But let's go minute by minute. Let's break it down a bit.
Okay.
Let's break it down a bit for the fans that are watching us. Let's start with the fact that Coach Mole Biekwaso and Fred Muhumuza did not change this lineup. Against the team that played against Guinea is the one that has started today. You think that was the right move now that we know the result, or you expected some players to come in?
No, I expected some players to come in, like Yunus, like Imbisiwe, to start this game, because we lacked a typical number 9 or a typical striker on the team last time, and I thought this game would play with a striker. But we played with the same lineup. That is the mentality of Ugandans or coaches. Most of the coaches, they don't change their winning team. And maybe because of that, they came with the same lineup. So.
All right, what's your take on Jude Semugabi playing that forward role? I feel like he's limited and he doesn't exactly come out and execute it so well. It feels like he's okay coming off the wing. Maybe if he's in Pande, where Pande is playing, or maybe Alan, where Alan is playing. What's your opinion on Mugabi being up front, really?
Yeah, we all agree. Jude is not performing so well because he's not playing on his natural position. Jude is a winger or a forward wing player, not a striker. You see, he's not comfortable there. Even in the previous game, he was playing the same way. And you can see it is limiting him. He cannot run with the ball in the middle like he can run with the ball on the wings. So I think they should play him on his right position.
In his right position.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we started from up front, but you look at the midfield that had Joel Sserunjogi sitting way too deep, and then, of course, ahead of him was Karim Watambala. Then you also had Enoch Sebagala around there.
Up and down,
yes, up and down. I'm going to get to Joel Sserunjogi. Yeah, Taga, his special minutes. But that midfield, what's your take on the performance overall for the midfield?
The midfield performed very well, though they made some small mistakes. Maybe like when you see Sebagala where he got injured from,
yes.
He was not in his position. He was not in his. They were playing away from their zones, yeah. So that is the only I think mistake they were making. But generally they played very well in the midfield. They controlled very well. The only problem I have with our midfield is, but I think it comes from the defense, being that they don't give them balls on their feet. So it makes it very difficult for our midfielders to try and play with the strikers. So the creativity, it limits our creativity because we don't get the ball from the feet. So that is the only, I think, problem we are having in creativity. So we are limited in creativity because the balls that don't come very well.
They don't come to them.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to Joel Sserunjogi. He's, for me personally, this is his tournament. It's his stage, and he decided to take it on, and he's doing a very, very good job. But what is that different thing that Joel brings to the Uganda Cranes? You're a midfielder, and you're in position to tell me what those things are. There could be 3, there could be 4. So maybe break it down for us. What does Joel Sserunjogi add to the Uganda Cranes midfield?
Yeah, first of all, Joel believes in himself. You can see when he gets the ball on his feet, he knows what to do. Before he gets the ball, he knows where to pass it. I think he thinks he's a quick thinker. Always he knows where to put the ball. He knows he's always in the right position. Everything with him at the moment is perfect. And I think now his agent is having problems.
He's receiving so many phone calls.
I think this is the right time for Joel
to move.
You know, here in Uganda,
yes.
when you have your time, when it is your time, you have to go. So this is the time for Joel to move because we can agree all the games, even the game we lost against Algeria, he still performed very well. He performed very well the last game. This game he has a goal. Last game he had an assist, and though I'm still wondering why they don't give him man of the match. Today I was surprised they gave it to the goalkeeper.
Yes.
The goalkeeper also performed.
Mutakwa.
Yeah, Mutakwa. He also performed well, but for me, today it was for Joel.
Yeah, but when you look at his style of play, he's everywhere. He's a holding midfielder, but he tries so much to move ahead and look for where the ball is and play with his teammates.
Yeah.
That's a very important factor for him. But in circumstances where our opposition is going to clamp him down, hold him, how best can the Cranes make sure that they can still win without him so much in their presence or helping the team move forward? Look at the Crane situation where Sserunjogi has been limited to play. How would they thrive in that situation?
I don't know. I don't know because he's a very important player at the moment. But still, we can still play without maybe him. If he's limited, still we can play through the wings. If we are playing countries with short defenders. But as we know, Ugandans, our up front is still also, we have short players. It's only Jude who is tall. So I think it's better we play through the mid.
Yeah, of course, as we leave the Cranes Niger game, Regan Impande, special mention for him. I thought he had put in extra effort today.
Yeah, Regan is playing very well as well. Though I would say his creativity as well is limited sometimes. Maybe is it because he runs too much, coming back to defend to help Huachai. I think it limits him, but he's a very good player as well, and we need him. Um, I think he needs some small help from the coaches. I've seen he has a problem with dribbling one-on-one.
Yes.
So he needs to
improve
improve on that, and he'll be a very good player as well.
All right, so the Cranes have won back-to-back games. Impressive performance, 3-0, 2-0, scored 5 goals.
Yeah.
They're going to take a break and then return against Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
But before you get to Uganda Cranes versus Bafana Bafana, what's your opinion on South Africa? They beat up on Guinea today by 2-1.
Yeah.
They have a couple of senior players. You know them, Rama, Neo Maema is a young kid, but of course he's also doing well. Kigan Dolly, I can go. Yes, Masuku and all. What's your opinion of about Bafana Bafana at this tournament so far?
Yeah, Bafana Bafana is playing so well. We saw them against Algeria. They put up a very good performance. Today it wasn't. Today it wasn't so well against Guinea. Guinea, we've seen what Guinea did against them, though they won. For me, it has given me hope that we can beat them. Before I thought otherwise, but after seeing what Guinea did to them, or Guinea, the way Guinea was playing, I got some hope. But you know what comes up with these senior players. You cannot say anything until the game is finished. These senior players, when you see them, the likes of Dolly, they can do something in a game, at least something. And we've seen what they've done in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
So
anything's possible.
Anything is possible. But for me, now I believe we can get 3 points from them.
Okay, so you believe the Cranes can get 3 points against Bafana Bafana in the next game, which the Cranes will play.
Yeah.
So the Cranes have a number of days off.
Yeah.
What approach do they bring against South Africa? You of course thinking maybe some of the players that have not featured as much maybe could be given the opportunity. Maybe the team could change. But with what we've seen so far, looks like Coach Mole and Fred Momuza are sticking to their starting 11. But from your perspective as Yasser Mugerwa, who has played at the highest level, what approach should the Cranes have heading into the game against South Africa? Because it's equally important.
Yeah. So if we want to win against South Africa, we have to come with an approach of ball playing, not the way we've been playing today, giving our opponents the ball all the time. So if we want to win against likes of South Africa, we have to keep the ball. We have to use players who are going to help us hold the ball up front. That is where today I thought they could give maybe Yunus some playing minutes, because in such a game we need a player like him, someone who is going to keep the ball there for some minutes. If we are going to give South Africa the ball all the time to attack us again, we shall be in trouble. So we need players who are going to hold the ball, players who can use the ball, players who can take maybe 1-2 minutes when we have the ball possessing it. But you can see today we didn't possess the ball like that. We are always playing 1-2-3 touches, then we give it to the opponents. So if we want to win against a team like South Africa, we need mobile players on the pitch. So.
Oh, okay. Then you also talk about other teams in the group. Guinea today in the second half almost buried South Africa.
Yeah,
it was South Africa won the game 2-1, but Guinea also put up a very good show.
Yes.
They possessed the ball, they used the ball so well.
Yes.
Apart from us, who are already now on 6 points after 3 games played, and maybe Algeria, who are going to catch up, which other teams in the group do you pick out and think, okay, these guys could just spoil the party for either Uganda or Algeria or South Africa, from your opinion?
Now, what I can say, the contention is between us, South Africa and Algeria. So the only team that we are worried about is South Africa, and we all know what they can do if they want to win. They can do anything because they know the politics of football. They are going to play against Niger again, I think.
Yeah, on Friday.
On Friday. which we all know that they will win. They will win and go to how many points? 6.
Yeah, they got 7 points because they have a point.
Yeah, they have a point
already, and then they win today. Plus, if they win, those are 6, 7 points.
Yeah. So
okay, this is going to be a controversial question, but I know you're a very honest man, and you'll answer it. The Cranes were promised 1.2 billion shillings every win.
Yeah.
They picked up their first win not too long ago.
Yeah.
Today they've picked up a second win. So that's 2.4 billion shillings. They are 2.4 billion shillings richer. But we haven't seen any communication from the government or His Excellency the President. Do you think delaying to give them their bonus is a motivation, or they should receive their money immediately the game is won? Because what's happening in Kenya and Tanzania is when the games are done, the players are cashed out immediately.
Yeah, I would say it will be very good for the president to give the players the money now. Each game they play, they win, pay them. Because as players, we get excited and we perform very, very, very well when we receive what we promise. Though here in Uganda it's very different. You might see we could wait until maybe at the end of the CHAN to pay these boys, but yes. I would pray that this money is paid as soon as possible to motivate these guys, because if you give them this 2.4 now, you don't know what will happen on Monday against South Africa. They'll be flying. They will
kill someone.
Yes.
To make sure they earn more. Yes, earn more money.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're watching us on pitch side, we're doing an analysis of the post-game reaction between the Uganda Cranes and Niger. The Cranes have won convincingly against Niger by 2-0. Alan Okello with a penalty, which required VAR. A bit of time there, 5 minutes. Ugandans were screaming VAR, VAR, VAR. Yeah. But finally that happened, and a beauty from Joel Sserunjogi, assisted by Alan Okello. So those are 2 wins back-to-back for the Cranes, and they're on 6 points in this group. And I can tell you one thing for sure, the next game is against South Africa, and maybe the Cranes are ready to go all out. But also, to give you an insight elsewhere, in Tanzania, they of course won, they've won their group games so far, 3 games, 3 wins, 9 points. In Kenya, Kenya is top of their group as well. They beat up on Morocco by 1-0. Benny McCarthy is doing some good things, not only on the pitch. Off it, the president of Kenya, His Excellency Samoei Ruto, has upped the bonus. It's now 2.4 million Kenya shillings. So that's about 68 million Ugandan shillings for every player, if they actually go through and beat Zambia. That's happening on Sunday. So the stakes are high for Kenya. They've also switched their hotel. They're now at a 5-star hotel, all in the name of motivating the players and telling them to be ready and help the team to go forward. But yes, sir, we're wrapping up this discussion. The fans, again, they've come out in large numbers today. The stadium was overly packed. I think it was more than the fans that are supposed to be in the stadium. But they pushed the team and they still managed to win. So incredible support from the fans, yes, sir.
Yes. I would say thank you to the fans as well, because of the work they are doing. They are pushing these boys to their limits. You see, you can see even the players, every time they are showing that they appreciate the support from the fans. And would urge the federation and the president to help the boys pay their bonuses so that they can perform very well for the fans to be happy, because if these fans get disappointed with the result, it will be something very bad. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So thank you very much, Yasser, for joining us again. Again, Yasser is not a guest on Inside CHAN 2024 here on Pitchside. He's a co-presenter. I told you guys. So next time he will be the one to introduce the show. He'll be the one to sign out. He's laughing, but I'm serious on set. So guys, as always, please watch out for this content on our YouTube channel. That is Pitchside. Subscribe. Share your comments. We saw lots of comments. People are appreciating you for the good English.
I'm trying.
And the top analysis. I mean, at Pitchside we have top quality guys who come through and give us what you guys need to enjoy. So like you've heard from Yasser, it's been a very, very, very expansive and detailed report from Niger versus Cranes. We will definitely come back when Uganda is in action against South Africa. And since Yasser played for Orlando Pirates, it's only fair for us to give it more time. By the way, in this team, what are some of the players that you associated with in your time in South Africa? In one or another, you may have not played with them, but you played against them, and they were in Team X or Y or Z.
Yeah, I played against Dolly, Keegan Dolly, and he was my friend. Not so close, but was my friend. And I played with Menzi Masuku at Pirates. For him, he was
your real good friend.
Yeah, my friend, and he's one of the guys that gave me the name King.
Oh,
from South Africa.
At Orlando Pirates. Top midfielder, guys. Yeah.
I played with Menzi Masuku, shirt 15, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that why you always wear shirt 15?
No. No. I started wearing shirt 15 at Super Cubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, there you go, Yasser. Thank you very much again. Guys, keep it pitchside, man. As always, cheers.